Yo, Liam, back with another episode of the Minecraft survival game. So today we're playing on the map Chernobyl 2015. Now that I say that out loud, that's actually like a year ago. Okay, but anyway, today I want to be telling you guys about how I tried to vote a few days ago, and they wouldn't let me. So anyway, in the United States, I don't know about other countries, but in the United States, it's an election year, you know. There's a lot of talk about who is going to be the next president, and, I think we're down to 6 candidates now in the United States. 4 Republicans and 2 Democrats, that haven't dropped out of the race yet. And well, I'm not gonna give out my political views in this video. I can say that for another video, which I probably will. But anyway, I wanted to vote in the Texas primary. The primary is basically when states pick their Republican and Democrat nominees of choice for the election. So, on the Republican side, you could either vote Donald Trump, John Kasich, Marco Rubio, or Ted Cruz, and then on the Democrat side, you could vote Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. And of course, you could vote someone else other than that, but if you did, you probably wouldn't get enough votes that match that. Like, for example, I had a friend who voted for someone who had already dropped out of the race, so of course he wasn't going to win the election. But anyway, I always get super into the presidential elections each year, even if I don't really, or each time they happen, because they don't happen every year, they happen every 4. I always get super into the election stuff. And I don't know, I just kind of find it interesting, like politics, voting statistics. I think it's very interesting because it's kind of like, I like U.S. history a lot. I don't like world history or like, ancient history, but I like U.S. history. So I think it's very interesting to combine that with like statistics, if that makes sense. So anyway, my game lagged a bit there. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, yeah, so the law in the United States is you need to be 18 to vote. So I turned 18 about a month ago, so I'm like, oh boy, I finally get to make a difference. I get to do my part for my country and go out and vote. So anyway, when you turn 18, you get your driver's license renewed because they take away some restrictions that you have on your license when you turn 16. I know in the state, like, I don't know all of the... I think I'm able to be out on the road at any hour now. Like, when you're 16, you're not supposed to be out past a certain time. It's like 12 to 5 a.m. or something like that. But now that I'm 18, I think that's taken away. Texas is one of 4 states where if you are above the age of 18, you can text and drive. Not that I really do that, but I mean, you can. Anyway, when you go and get your license renewed when you're 18, there's a section on the renewal form that says if you would like to become a registered voter. And I obviously checked off yes, knowing that the Texas primary was going to be in a few days. And they processed my license, and when you get a driver's license, for the first 2 weeks, you have to use a paper copy of it while they make your actual card. You have to carry around a piece of paper for 2 weeks. It's like a black and white photo of yourself and all your information and stuff. And that license is a temporary one until they mail you your official one. And anyway, on the back of my paper copy, it said voter registration Y, which meant I was registered to vote. So anyway, I was talking with my other 18-year-old friends like Matt and Ben and Charles, and we were like, okay, it's gonna be fun to go out and vote. And I'm like, okay, so what do I need to bring? Like, what do you actually need to bring to vote? And, from what I heard, you only need to bring your license. You need to bring your license, and they were talking about something like a voter card. I had heard of voter cards in the past, but, I mean, I thought, surely if I bring my license, they'll be able to look me up and find out, who I am in my area, and, I won't need a voter card. So I hadn't gotten a voter card yet, so I decided to just bring the paper copy of my, I ran past that guy because I think he had a diamond sword. Or maybe his skin was just blue, but I saw blue anyway. I had the paper copy of my license, and by the time the primary had rolled around, I had my new license, the actual card. So I brought both of those to the thing, and I was pissed because when I got there, I was waiting in line for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, the check-in spot, and like because they obviously have to prove that like you were the proper person who lives in the area and that all your credentials are accurate. And anyway, while I was waiting in line, someone said, hey, I'm glad you're out here to vote because a lot of the young kids don't care about stuff like this. And I'm like, oh, well, I mean, and I respond with, oh, well, I mean, I care about the direction that this country is going, so yeah, I mean, of course I'd be here. Thank you for letting me know. I actually took that as quite like a compliment because, I mean, it is true. A lot of the young kids don't really care where this country is going, so, I mean, I do. I'm gonna exercise my right to vote. So anyway, I wait in line for like 5 minutes, so I get up to the booth, and then I give them my information, and they can't find me on the list. And I'm like, okay, what do I do now? And they're like, okay, well, you can go over to the side table, and they can try to look you up there through a computer, because the way they did it the first time is they looked through a notebook with everyone's name, address, and, like, voter ID and stuff like that. So anyway, I go to this table, and it's like these two women who were in their 60s, operating a computer, trying to find information about me. And I sat there, no joke, for like 45 minutes. I was waiting there a long time. I couldn't, and they were just looking stuff up. They're like, did you try this? Oh, let me try that. And then she's like typing like this on the keyboard, like 1 key a minute, it felt like. And then she's like, oh, no, that didn't work. And I'm like, hey, I looked it up yesterday. Can I just show you guys the website? Because I looked up my voter ID on a government website the day before and found it there. I'm like, hey, can I just show you guys? And they're like, no, we can't allow that. And I just had to sit there. I couldn't even pull it up on my phone because you're not allowed to pull your phone out in the voting room because it's illegal to take a photo of your ballot. So I was just waiting there. Sorry, that was kind of disgusting. I was just waiting there for 45 minutes trying to get these two ladies to figure stuff out, and they called like 3 people and like all this crap, and at the end of the day, finally they found my name on a record, but it said my voter ID wasn't gonna be usable until March 11th unless I had a voter card, which I didn't, because my voter card had not been sent to me yet. So basically, they're like, we're so sorry you came all this way, and we can't let you vote. I'm like, okay. So I just left. I couldn't really do anything about it, so I just left. For those of you that are wondering how the Texas primary went, Ted Cruz won the Republican side, which is a no-brainer because it's his home state. And then, Hillary Clinton won for the Democrat side. I think that's how it went out. I'll explain in another video who I would have voted for. Who knows, it might have been one of those two, it might have not been, but we will see. You guys will see. I already know the answer. I already know who I'd vote for. So anyway, yeah, that is that. Okay, that guy did have a diamond sword. I didn't miss C that the other time. Is miss C a word? I feel like it's not. I feel like there's another word that, like, there's an actual word for, like, miss C. What would it be? I don't know. Like, saw something wrong? I don't know. Is this dude following me or not? You know what? I'll make a flint steel. That might be more valuable. So yeah, I came all that way and couldn't vote. And you want to know the thing that pisses me off? 2 days later, I get this in the mail. I'm not going to show you guys the other side because it has personal details on it, but it's a voter card. So if this thing had been mailed to me 2 days earlier, I would have been able to vote in the primary. So, yeah, but at least the primary doesn't really dictate anything final, if that makes sense. If you win all the primaries, it doesn't really mean anything except you have a good chance of getting the nomination for the Republican or Democrat side of things. But, anyway, Here, maybe I could catch him off guard. Okay, maybe that other guy will get him. Maybe that other guy won't steal my kill. Okay, okay, yeah, I'll just get in here. It's gonna go to deathmatch anyway. Okay, get a few hits on him. Come on. Okay, that guy's lagging, I think. Well, it doesn't appear. It doesn't say he is, but I mean, it looked like he was. So, yeah, I'll be able to vote in the November election when we actually decide who's for president. It's gonna be very interesting. I mean, even though this case, in my opinion, it doesn't have any, like, really good candidates, like, everyone's bad for a certain reason. But regardless, I still think it's a very interesting, I think this is a very interesting year for, the election. Okay, I don't have arrows, which is, like, my only downside. I do not have... I have the stuff to make more, but I don't have any at the moment, so... Okay. Okay. I'm not too mad about that. I mean, I ran out of arrows. Probably would have been a different story if I had the arrows to fight that guy. And plus, he did lag as I was entering that final sword clash. But anyway, I did make it to the final two, so I guess that is worth something. Yeah, so that's the story of how I tried to vote for Cunt, y'all. Thank you for watching today's episode of MCSG. It's going to be Sky Wars next video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.